Hello, good evening, and welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbau. Let's start off with Heart of Folk Board Chairman Togbe Afede, the 14th, who is confident that Daniel Efriebania will sign a new deal at the club. According to the bankroller, negotiations for the strikers' contract extension are far advanced. Efriebania's contract expires in December this year. Togbe Afede has no doubt the striker, who is eyeing a maiden World Cup appearance, will extend his stint with the Continental Club Masters.
We want to be able to retain, their membership of the club. So negotiations have been going on for a very, very long time now. You have no idea. Negotiations have been going on for more than a year now about the extension. He has always promised us that he would extend. So we are hoping that we can still sign with him now that, the match of Sunday was over. You remember he had to build up in the Black Galaxies, the Galaxies camp for some time, then the Black Stars camp, and also he's been very busy. And we decided to also, understand him and allow him to focus, for the good of his professional, aspirations. So we still are hopeful that we can get his signature onto the contract.
Now, former communications director of the Ghana Football Association, Ibrahim Sani Dara, has told Joy Sports that he can confirm that Ghana can benefit from not publicizing Black Stars squad names for the 2022 World Cup. Ever since the Netherlands and Uruguay made public names of their provisional list for the Mundial, Otuado and his assistant have come under pressure to release their provisional squad for the Qatar tournament. Sani insists Otuado must keep the squad close to his chest.
I'll tend to agree with the approach of Otuado. World football has changed completely. And I agree with the point that sometimes you should trick your opponents a bit. And as part of it, I would agree with the thought that we should not unfurl our full squad to anybody until the World Cup, when we are able to pull surprises. I say this thing just for one thing. If it is that we want to please our fans want to know what the squad would look like and the rest, the fans must also understand that the World Cup is the big deal. Through these friendly matches, you can see some of your errors or players that will fit in certain positions or not. But also, you must go into the tournament with some element of surprise. If you don't, and let's say you start playing maybe with your first full team in your friendly matches, already you've given maybe 80% of your strategy away to your opponents. And I say this as a result of the fact that, look, these days, people are going to the nitty-gritties, the tiniest details, before they play matches. We have 3 video analysts. Portugal has 20.
2-0.
2-0. Which means that all the players you have, they are monitoring each and every player's every movement. Everything, every trick in the book. And this is common in world football.
Portugal has 20 video analysts.
Video analysts. Those that went to the under 20 World Cup that was played in Turkey.
Very well.
Got a taste of what the Portuguese under 20 team is like. They have a lot of backroom staff who work on team.
Now, former Vice President of the Ghana Football Association, Fred Pappoe, has ruled himself out of the 2023 elections of the football governing body. He explained that it is energy sapping to campaign for the position of the president of the Ghana FA. Mr. Pappoe was speaking in an interview with my colleague Muftar Nabila on Prime Take.
Because they are delegates. Because they are delegates. Delegates know what they vote for and who they vote for.
Based on the track record that you've had at the national team, at the GFA, don't you think that you deserved at least good votes more than you got? You got 6.
No. I could have even gotten less. That's what I'm saying. Of course, I must respect the delegates. I must respect their views. I must respect their choices. But what you should understand is that you cannot force somebody to choose and prioritize his parameters. So maybe you may look at something more than you expect him to look at, or in a more different way. He may not necessarily look at track record. He may not, there are a lot of parameters that people look out for, So, but you just have to.
And the crazy thing is that I do recall having a conversation with one of the presidential candidates who actually said the elections were expensive. Have we politicized or have we monetized politics, football politics?
You mean
the GFA Elections 2019?
I think all elections in Ghana are monetized, sadly. You can hardly think of any elections in Ghana which are normal. I'm sure even in churches.
Even in churches?
Yeah, I think so. all elections, they are monetized one way or materialized.
Yes.
If they don't give you money, maybe there might be some material exchange or some expectation of material or financial gains after, or in case your candidate.
So you think if you had money, you probably could have had better?
Not a matter of me having money. It's a matter of me deciding to spend my money that way.
So you refuse to spend
I could have had money at that time to do that, but maybe I didn't decide. I didn't see any reason to do
On
that.
a hindsight, do you think you should have? Because
no,
as someone...
No, I have no regrets. I have no regrets that I got 6 votes at all. I'm a freer person now. My junior brother and good friend Kurt is carrying the
pressure. As a policy analyst, next year there will be GFA elections. Would you consider to go and develop policies for the GFA?
No. You mean to go and contest or develop policies?
No, contest for FA leadership again.
No, I wouldn't. I don't have the energy.
You've given up?
I've not given up, but I don't have the energy. Just one basic thing. Yes. You have to tour the regions of Ghana.
Yes.
That in itself is physically exerting. I don't think I have the.
And financially draining.
Oh, the financial. Interestingly, there were so many people who came up with all manner of gifts and support for my campaign. So the financing wasn't a problem.
Well, interesting talk today, but Aston Villa have confirmed the appointment of Unai Emery as their new manager. Villa have acted quickly after holding advanced talks with the former Arsenal boss. In a statement, the club confirmed he will officially take on the position on November 1, once his work permit formalities have been completed. The Spaniard had been in charge of Villarreal in his homeland and led them to Europa League glory in 2021 and the Champions League semi-finals last season. Villa sacked Steven Gerrard last Thursday and targeted Emery after intermediaries had also made contact with Mauricio Pochettino, Thomas Frank and Ruben Amorim. Magical moment in Qatar. This is what we draw the curtains on today's edition of Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbau. For more stories, please do head to myjoyonline.com/sports. And coming up on Joy Prime at 9 p.m. is the Sports Zone.